I'm back to tell the truth, channel. Please like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and what other content that y'all go on. I appreciate that very much. I am in Jesus and Jesus is in me. All right. I want to talk to y'all about some things. I want to talk to y'all about how narcissists bring in children that turn into narcissists. Let me explain that to y'all. When you have a narcissist around you or in your family, they teach their children to be narcissists. The things that they do, they teach their children. And that's how their children become narcissists. Now, these children don't be born as narcissists. No, they be taught to be narcissists because their parents teach them to be narcissists by doing things to people. They teach their children to be wicked to people. That's what they do. That's what narcissists do. They pass it on. They pass it down. That's what they do. They pass it down. So they don't want to be narcissists by themselves. So what they do, they bring children into the world, and then they teach their children to be narcissists just like them. That's what they do. So you wonder why so many children out there have problems because their parents have taught them how to be narcissists. That's what they have did. They have taught them that. They wasn't born to be narcissists. They was taught to be narcissists, to be wicked, to do things to other children's. They've been taught to do all of that from their parents, to go out there and bully children's, bully adults, bully anybody that they can bully. They taught their children to do that because these children don't be knowing nothing about being a narcissist until their parents teach them how to be a narcissist. They teach them the things that they went through in their lives. That's what they do. They teach their children the things that they went through in their life, and then their kids come up to do the things that their parents do. They just carry it on to the generation. That's what they do. That's what narcissists do. So, if you have a narcissist in your life, make sure your child know the difference between good and bad. Make sure they know that. Teach your children that it's not good to go out there and bully other children or bully anybody out there in the world. Teach them that because that bulliness can turn to them either getting killed or getting put in jail or going into these what they call them when they put them in this little service thing where they had to teach their kids how to be respectable. Put them like in a like they in the army, but they not in the army, and they teaching them to know how to respect other people. That's what's gonna happen if these children don't be raised up right. They're gonna end up being placed in other places where they're gonna have to learn how to treat other people with respect. That's what's gonna happen. These children that be growing up to be learn how to be narcissists, they go to school and they go bullying other people, other children and all that stuff. And when they do that, the teachers in them don't realize that these children is learning this stuff from their parents because they have a narcissist parents in the family that's teaching them to be narcissists. So the teachers don't know that. And then they wondering why the kids is so corrupt. It's because they have narcissist parents that's raising them and teaching them how to be narcissists. Because they don't be born to be narcissists. They be taught to be narcissists. That's how so many narcissists come into the world, because they have been taught to be narcissists. This is what these parents do. They teach their children to do wicked when they should be teaching their children to do righteous. They teach them to be wicked, to be bullies, to bully people, and don't realize that by them teaching them to be bullies, that can end them in jail or dead. They don't understand that. These narcissist parents don't understand that they putting their children in jeopardy where they can get killed or either locked up in jail. They're not looking at that. They just want them to be, they just thinking that it's good for them to follow their footsteps and be wicked. That's what they think. Because they don't have the common sense to realize that it's not good to teach your children to go out there and bully children and grown people. They need to teach them that, but they don't. They teach them to be bullies. And then they end up either in jail or dead or in these little places that they put them to teach them how to teach them how to be, how to have respect for other people. One of the two, one of the three. That's what they do. And these children don't know. They thinking that that's right thing to do what their parents are teaching them. They think that's the right thing, but it's not. But they think it is because their parents is telling them that that's the right thing to do, is to bully people. That's what their parents tell them, and they believe that. And some of these children understand that it's not good to bully people. Some of these children like it. They like it because they want to be a narcissist like their parents. So you have some children that wants to be narcissists. And then you have some children that don't want to be narcissists because they see the difference of being a narcissist and not being a narcissist. They see the difference of knowing how to treat somebody with respect and not treating nobody with respect. Some of these children realize that, and some of them don't. So when they see that their parents try to teach them to do things wrong, they pull away. And they don't want to have nothing to do with their parents because they look at them like, why would you want me to do something like that? That's not right. That's not the way you're supposed to raise me up. That's what some children look at. Some children, they like it. And they just follow right into the footsteps because they like it. Because they know that they're going to end up being a narcissist just like their parents. So yeah, that's how it starts out. Some of them start out with tragedy, like getting molested or whatever happened to them in their life, and they turn out narcissists. Some of them be taught to be narcissists. And yeah, that's what y'all got to look at. Yeah. Some of them be taught to be narcissists. Some of them went through a tragedy in their life that makes them turn into being a narcissist. And then the ones that have went through the tragedy in their life, they teach their children to turn out to be narcissists. That's what they do. So that's how narcissists get in the world, because they go through tragedy or they teach their children to be narcissists. That's how it started. So that's what I want to talk to y'all about. Thank y'all for listening to me. Jesus love you, Father love you, the Holy Ghost, the angels, the ancestors, and I love y'all. And I'll be back to talk to y'all again soon. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day.